On behalf of Times Group, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to Mumbai International Motor Show. It's an absolute pleasure to be here. The morning is bright and I hope the day gets better. We are fortunate to have with us today Mr. Tiger Shroff, one among the most prominent action stars in the industry. Mr. Shroff has graciously agreed to be our chief guest today. We welcome him to the event and we thank him as well for taking out time to attend. We have with us today eminent members of the auto industry and we thank them for their trust and patronage over the last many years. As you are all...
Then, Tiger Shroff, can we have a huge round of applause for him once again? So Tiger, we would like to know, we have a mic right there for you. Yes. So we would like to know more about your passion for cars and bikes.
जहाँ तक मुझे याद है, ever since I was a child, my father has been, very fond of cars and bikes. So I remember ever since he used to shoot for Hero, he used to have a dirt bike which he had used in the film as well. And he used to have a Fiat back then, which he used in Parinda also, most of his films. He's fond of cars. Throughout the span of his career, he's bought a lot of cars. So I think ever since the first word I ever said growing up was, some sort of a car, I remember. So, because of my father. However, nowadays I'm more into bikes, cycles, especially because of the Mumbai traffic.
Yes.
It's more convenient to ride a bike around. But my father doesn't allow me. So, other than the films, I don't really get a chance to ride a bike or anything. But I'm very thankful that I've got to see a lot of great cars, thanks to my dad's passion for cars.
Okay. So we would also like to know your favorite brand when it comes to cars and bikes. Which is your favorite brand?
My favorite brand when it comes to cars and bikes?
I know, too difficult.
Sorry?
Too difficult to name.
Yeah, I mean there's so many great models and so many great brands. Can't name any. But I don't know, I think I like Yamaha very much. Yamaha's is nice. Really, I don't know too many, but I'm aware that all of them are just equally fantastic brands.
Okay, last one. We would also like to know your experience when it comes to car and bike in your action movies.
Well, in my action movies, more than car and bikes, ज़्यादातर हाथ पैर चलाता हूँ. So it's very rare that I've had an action sequence with cars and bikes. But in general scenes and all, I get a chance to ride bikes. Bullet Enfield is a bike that I first rode in my first film. And in my second film, Baghi, also I got a chance to ride the Enfield. This is the only bike I've ridden thus far.
Okay, thank you so much, Tiger. Now I would like to ask Mr. Lalit Chaudhary that what he is looking forward at MIMS 2017. So we would like to know what you're looking forward at this MIMS this year.
So we're the dealers for production. And we've always enjoyed advertising with the Times of India group because the reach is unmatched. For us, participation in a show like this is a unique opportunity to showcase various brands that we distribute. Unfortunately, we didn't make it to Tiger's list of favorite brands, but hopefully, as he sees the cars and bikes, he likes some of what we put out there. So we're looking forward to showcasing some of the latest models to various patrons who might come and visit at the show.
Okay, thank you, sir. So I'm sure all my friends, media friends, are waiting to know a few things more about Tiger when it comes to cars and bikes. So the floor is open for all our media friends. Here we go. Yes, one by one.
We'll have points.
Hi, Tiger. Morning.
Hi, sir.
आपकी पहली बाइक या कार कौन सी थी? Model. How many bikes or car you own?
I don't own any bike or anything. My father father has a bike और मेरे पास एक गाड़ी है Chevrolet Cruze. I don't like fancy cars, especially in Mumbai. आजकल क्योंकि there's no space to ride, fast vehicles or drive fast vehicles, and I'm a big believer in safe driving. I don't like noise pollution, so I don't like to honk or anything. So एक decent simple सा छोटा गाड़ी है मेरे पास, वो चलाता हूँ कभी.
अच्छा, तो सबसे पहले कभी did you learn driving, and when was the first time like you?
बचपन से मुझे याद है पापा का गोद पे बैठ के चलाता था गाड़ी. I used to think I used to drive. He used to drive the car and I used to just hold the steering and sort of, think that I used to drive the car. But I learned how to drive shooting Hero Bandi.
Next question.
Anyone? The mic is right there on the left side.
Hi Tiger, this
Hi,
is
ma'am.
Priyanka.
Hi.
Belated happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Recently, on your birthday only, Mr. Ram Gopal Verma tweeted that, you should learn machoism from your dad and he poses more like a man than you
Right,
do.
right.
So, your mother also reacted to it.
Right.
What's your take on that? What do you have to say about that?
I can never be half the man my father is. I mean, he's the original hero, and even if I tried, I could never be like my father. But I think everybody has a freedom of speech, and he's a senior director. There's not much I can say to him. But I try to be my own individual, and I try to be different and express my individuality as much as I can. That being said, some may appreciate my artistic expression, and some may not. So yeah, to each his own, man. It's really fine.
So Tiger, when you say so that you are not a huge big biker and all that, you are a safe, you drive safe. So which is that thing what prompted you to come to this motor show? Which is that thing what attracted?
A lot of my friends, of course my father, I've always been fascinated by cars and all, and they're beautiful to look at, So I like, they're very aesthetically pleasing to the eye. So yeah, I like watching and admiring just these beautiful creations, really.
So Tiger, a lot of sports related to this motor car and show is happening now in India. So where do you see India in competing to the car racing and all that?
Sorry, I didn't get your
A
question.
lot of sports related to car racing is happening in India now. Recently, the Grand Prix car racing happened in Noida and all that. So where do you see India in car racing arena?
I really don't know much about car racing, sir. But I'm sure with the exposure we're getting to these vehicles, and we've always had a lot of talented drivers. As far as I'm aware, I know Nirayan Karthikeyan sir is a fair racer, and he was in the Formula One. So I think now that we're getting the exposure to these vehicles, a lot of drivers can get a chance to experience them, and hopefully now that we have a circuit in Noida, like you said, if we can practice, I'm sure, there's a bundle of talent here.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone. Do we have any more? Okay, we'll take two more. Yes, two more.
Hello. Sir, recently the Tiger Shroff.
I can't hear you, sir. अब यहाँ आके बोल दो ना.
what is your comment about people who are threatening women in the society? What would you like to say to them?
Threatening women in society.
There is a lot of bullying happening.
On social media, he's trying to know.
I think that's a very uneducated thing to do, sir. Yeah, there's not much I can say. It's obvious for everybody to know. I mean, that's a very niche thing to do. I think, yeah, maybe it should be a little more strict, you know. I believe everybody does have the freedom of speech, but, you know, there's some limits that shouldn't be crossed. And it's sad that some people aren't aware of that and aren't educated enough. So, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Thanks to everyone for being part of this inauguration ceremony at MIMS 2070. I also thank Tiger sir and all our dignitaries for being part of it. Thank you so much. Yes, definitely now we'll request our dignitaries and Tiger to pose for pictures with the BCCL team and clients.